Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Matthew Pierce coming to you from A Love Awakening. How are you all doing this morning? Welcome to our Sunday edition of the Energy Forecast. And as we have kind of been doing in the past, today is our Affirmation Sunday. So that means that we are taking and looking at our affirmations for the week. We're looking at those things that we are putting into place to remind ourselves exactly who we are. Now, I had a question that came to me through a direct message, and they were saying, well, I understand what an affirmation is, but can you define it so I have a better understanding? And I was like, sure, absolutely, I can do that. So what an affirmation is a saying or like something that reminds you of exactly who you are and what you are about. Okay? And so when we put an affirmation into place, it's a reminder because we're taking and we're bringing it up time and time and time again. So it's a reminder to us of who we are and what we stand for. So, of course, my affirmation is I am happy, healthy, wealthy, whole, and complete. And I had a discussion about my affirmation with this person. And this person said, well, that kind of sounds like that you're operating in a mindset, of lack, or you're operating in a mindset of, something that you don't have in your life already. And I was like, well, sometimes an affirmation can be that, okay? But your affirmations will change. Your affirmations will take on whatever it is that you are about in your life, okay? Like for example, one of the things that I think I'm going to update and I'm going to change, partly I have a little bit of something on there. One of the things that I'm going to update on my affirmation is I say that I am happy, healthy, wealthy, whole, and complete. Well, I don't have a good picture of what wealth really is. Okay, if you remember, we had a story about the millionaire mindset. I don't have the millionaire mindset. My bank account has never shown me what a quote unquote millionaire is. So I've decided to update my affirmation a little bit. So I am happy, healthy, whole, and complete, and money flows freely to me. See that little change? Now I can see that. I can envision that. I know what that looks like. I am happy, healthy, whole, and complete, and money flows freely to me. So I was just doodling on my iPad the other day, and the phrase kept on coming up, money flows freely, money flows freely. And I thought, what a better way to look at my affirmation, because I don't really know what quote unquote wealth looks like, but I do know what money flowing into, my life looks like. So that's where I'm updating. And take on today updating your affirmation too, if you need to. If there's something you need to add into your affirmation, okay, to make it more clear or to make it more real for you, go ahead and add those things in. Yes, there are some times that we take and we create our affirmations because we're in a state of want or need. But realize this, you're at least bold enough to make an affirmation to have something come into your life that isn't there. So even if you feel that it's quote unquote not working, go ahead and do the affirmation anyway, but look at it. Maybe you need to redefine one of your statements. Okay? Do you want love coming into your life? Okay? Well, maybe you want that perfect love that fits with you at this very moment. So take a look at what you're affirming yourself to be, okay? And what you have coming to you. Because that's what manifestation is all about. Manifestation is seeing it in the end, seeing it as it is already there. It's so. Okay? So set yourself and your affirmation for today up so that you have those things that you want in your life. Affirmations are a great way to just throughout the day to repeat to yourself, to remind yourself how powerful you really are. When you take control and you manage, and when you manage this right here with an affirmation, it keeps you going. It keeps you moving forward. Keep going. Someone pointed that saying out to me the other day. I say it all the time. Keep going. That's exactly what I encourage people to do, is keep going. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the energy forecast for today and see what's going on, see what's happening. Okay, the first card that comes up, is the right hand. Okay, so what this card wants you to know is that anything you put your hand to, anything that you take action upon this morning is going to turn out amazing. But it's all about the action. So what action will you take this morning that you will put your hand to, that you will get that going, that you will take it on in a very, very powerful way? So take action, keep going. In this now, okay, this morning, especially before going into the noon hour, get refocused, get recentered in what's happening in your life right at this very moment. Okay, see the things that are working and see the things that aren't working. Take an inventory of your life and see what energies you're putting out and what energies you should call back that aren't serving you. Okay, one of the best ways that, and I do this on a Sunday, is kind of my ritual to set the week up. Is I fill in, I call it the three promises, which also includes the Devil's Vortex. The three promises are, kind of my task list, but it's broken up into 4 quadrants. So you have a piece of paper that has 4 quadrants. And each of the quadrants is one part of my life. So I have one part that's spiritual. I have one part that's career. I have one part that's my body, the physical body and mind, And so then we have the 4th one, which is called the Devil's Vortex. Now, you go through and you list out all of your items, all of your tasks for the week inside of each one of those 3 boxes, okay? The Devil's Vortex are those things that you have on your mind that you don't necessarily need to put your mind and attention on, but excuse me, that you need to get it done, okay? We spend a lot of time on items that are in the Devil's Vortex and not much focus on the other things in our lives that we need to be focusing on, Like this last week when I did an inventory, okay, the inventory for me was I wasn't really focusing on my body. I wasn't focusing on the physical, okay? And so put some things into place and put some things back in alignment. So at the end of the week, that was much better. Okay, but there were things on my list that I didn't get accomplished. So what I'm doing is I'm taking and I'm reevaluating. And this week, when I'm taking and writing out my goals for those areas of my life, I have a better understanding. Now I can also tell that there were a lot of tasks that were just menial that kind of disappeared during the week. They were in the Devil's Vortex. Okay, it seems that when you focus on those main things in your life, those main goals in your life, that the things in the Devil's Vortex have a tendency to just disappear or take care of themselves. So focus on what you are in action about today, okay? Just focus on the right now, and that's how your week can go from there. Okay, this week is another week. The energy that's coming is creating like something new, creating new things to manifest for yourself this week that make you have a sense of purpose and make you have a sense of who you are, okay? So a lot of times we look at our lives, kind of in like this big generalization, okay? No, there are some things that we want for our lives that are very, very specific, okay? Say for example, I would like for, A-Love Awakening to have a new camera. I mean, I'm using my phone and my phone is fine, but I want a better quality. That's just something that I want, okay? So that would be one of those things that is like, is really a want for me, so I can put that down inside of my task list to create something around that. Okay. And what that is right now, I don't know. Okay. But I know that that's kind of like one of those personal things for me, that when I'm doing these kind of broadcasts and when I'm teaching, I want to make sure that I have a good quality. That, you know, and that's probably just a vain thing, but my background is in radio and television broadcast. You know, so I don't want it to be going out and to look horrible. I want it to go out and I want it to look good. So that's where I come from with those types of things. And of course, you know, that's what I want to manifest. I want to manifest that new camera. Okay. So, you know, keep going. If it's something you feel good about, manifest it. Take and put it into your life. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Okay. Looking out for obstacles. Obstacles, you know, will come up. That's just the way that things are. Now, it's how you handle those obstacles that is important. Okay. Now, one of my favorite pictures is that if there is an obstacle in front of me, okay, I have always called upon Ganesh. Ganesh is the big elephant. He is the person that is the solver of problems and the removers of obstacles. And I feel nothing more than joy when I can envision him taking and pushing that obstacle away from me. Okay? So whatever you have in your mind, you know, to push that obstacle away, envision it. If it's a team of wild horses, envision them pulling that obstacle away from you. Okay? If it's a backhoe or you know, dump truck, whatever it is, see it pulling that obstacle away from you. Okay? See it being done and going forward. See it being done and having you keep moving forward to that goal, to whatever you are manifesting. Okay? That's a powerful place to create, is removing those obstacles with the thought or with the energy of imagining that obstacle just not being there, just being removed. Okay? The heart chakra going into this afternoon, into this evening. Okay? This is a feeling time as well. So when you are creating, you know, those new things to manifest and obstacles come up, okay, get to your heart, okay? I want you to imagine that obstacle being gone. And right at that moment that you realize that that obstacle is gone, feel what you're feeling. Feel it in here. Feel how it feels to have that obstacle be no more, okay? Because that is going to reset your energy to go into a manifestation period that is going to have things come to you faster and faster and faster. When the obstacles are gone, that means you get to go forward at a faster pace. So experience that. Put yourself in that mindset of, okay, hey, we're going forward, and being joyful and blissful about it. The card that's coming up next, okay, is the root, okay? You might have to get back to the root, you know, today, okay? I mean, we're all about peacefulness, we're all about joy, but sometimes we have to, you know, kind of tend the garden a little bit. We have to uproot those things that we have planted in our lives, or what other people have planted in our lives, and go on from there. So, you know, take notice. Take notice of what's there for you, okay? If you have to do some, you know, weed whacking and, pulling up with some weeds today, go ahead and do it, okay? Now, of course, whenever the manifestation card comes up, these are the doorways, okay? You've set stuff up in your life to have it come to you, okay? Now it's a point of receiving, okay? It's all about getting, you know, to in here today and looking and saying, okay, I'm receiving it. You know, I joke with Lisa all the time, is she has set up reminders of all the stuff that, you know, she has coming in the mail. She knows exactly where her mail is, what's coming in the mail, what orders she has coming from Amazon, when it's going to arrive, okay? But that's how we should be with our manifestation. We should know without a shadow of a doubt that it's there, that it's already done. It's already manifested, okay? The manifestation card, especially when it comes as a gateway card, means that we just need to step into it. We just need to take and step forward and say, okay, that's mine. It finally came. So guess what? Today is that day. So just take an inventory. You've been manifesting, okay? Keep going. Keep manifesting, okay? Be diligent. That's the next card that comes up. You know, keep manifesting. Keep going. Pardon me. I have a little bit of dry throat this morning. Okay, so going into this evening, we not only should we do some clearing in our life as far as, you know, the bad energies that we have, we also need to clear our psychic field. We also need to clear that which is our intuition and like kind of our third eye. So tonight, do whatever it takes for you to, you know, just to get rid of the energies that are not working for you. Okay, you know, take a ritual bath or take a ritual shower. Go out, spend some time in nature. Get yourself re-grounded with who you are. You know, people make fun of me because I tell them, you know, go hug a tree. You know, go hug a tree. Hugging a tree gets rid of energy that is not yours and that does not serve you. I mean, let Mother Earth take care of that, okay? Everything is energy. Everything is energy, you know? So that's the forecast for today is let's do some work, do some yard work right here. Do some manifestation yard work here today, okay? But know that which you are manifesting comes to you when you focus your attention on it, when you are joyful, when you can see it as in the end, see it as it already being so. So thank you all so much for joining me today. My name is Matthew. I'm from A Love Awakening. You can look at our broadcast on our Facebook, and you can look at the rebroadcast on YouTube, just hashtag A Love Awakening. Instagram, it's Love Awakening 1122. Okay, and of course you can visit our t-shirt shop. If you're viewing this here or viewing this on YouTube, please leave us some comments. We love to hear from you. We love hearing what it is that you have questions about so we can answer them. So thank you all again and again and again. I love doing this. I love being with you. So as always, I love you. Lisa loves you. A Love Awakening loves you. So that means you need to love you. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.